We have our moments, you know. It doesn't get easier. You know, everybody says time heals. It doesn't.
Paul and Julie Tsatsos say their son Ryan was always known as the life of the party, a young man who could make any bad situation good.
He would do anything in his power to make you smile. If you were in the worst mood you were in, the harder you would try.
That all changed in the early morning of November 1st, 2015. Ryan was walking along this stretch of road near the CMU campus back to his residence hall with a group of friends when suddenly...
Isabella County 911.
My friend just got hit by a car.
Where'd it happen at?
I don't know. He doesn't have a pulse.
Okay, he doesn't have a pulse?
He doesn't have a pulse. I didn't do one and there's not. He
All right.
was back from the party and I just hit him in a car.
So do you know who hit him?
Oh my God, please.
We're getting everybody on the way.
About 2:15, we got the knock on the door.
And then I looked at who it was, and I just told him, I'm like, oh my gosh,
I was initially in denial. I opened the door, and they asked if we were the parents of Ryan Tsatsos, and I said something like, is somebody in jail? Is anybody hurt? And they said, can we come in? And that's when I noticed the chaplain was with them.
Paul and Julie lost their older son, Daryl, in a crash just months earlier. Friends say Ryan died a hero, pushing a girl out of the way of the oncoming car before it hit him. Tips began coming into state police shortly after. They believe the vehicle that hit Ryan was a dark metallic blue color and likely had damage on the passenger side. Paul and Julie also traveled to Mount Pleasant shortly after the hit and run to make a direct appeal for tips.
So I'm pleading with you, whoever did this, to please come forward. We just need this to understand why.
But 6 years later, the case remains open.
I never thought it would be 6 years and we still don't have anything.
Graduating from college.
His friends are all getting engaged.
That's hard.
That's really hard.
That's very hard.
Going to weddings is torture. We want to go, we're happy to go, and we are glad we're included, but you can't help when you're sitting at this wedding going, oh, Ryan was supposed to be there. And grandkids, that's another, some of the friends are actually having kids, and it's like, oh, okay, that's another hit in the face that we'll never experience.
This is the time of year that's the hardest for Paul and Julie.
As you see, I don't have a tree. I can't do a tree because our tree, this is when I'm gonna cry. We used to do it together.
It was an all-day thing.
And all the ornaments were their ornaments.
And they believe someone out there knows something that could finally help solve their son's case.
Someone knows something. I do believe that, 100%. Someone knows something. And how that person even can live with their conscience knowing they know of something and staying quiet, or they don't want to come forward because they're afraid. To me, there's nothing to be afraid of. Just say what you know and let everything else take place if they can put all the pieces together.
You know someone knows. You can't, the person who did this, there's no possible way they've kept this to themselves for 6 years.